Hey guys! In today's video, I'm going to show you lots of gift ideas that would be perfect for crocheters. So I know sometimes you might want to buy a crocheter yarn or something, but you're not sure exactly what kind they use. So I found some items that I think would be good for pretty much any crocheter out there. And if you are a crocheter, this will also give you ideas of what to ask for Christmas and what to put on your wish list. So my first idea is a custom yarn holder. So this is one of the ones that spins. It's like a wooden one. So whenever you pull your yarn, you don't have to worry about your ball of yarn like rolling off the table, rolling away, getting tangled. You just put it on there and then it just spins as you pull the yarn. And I have one of these. I use it while I walk on my walking pad. And it's very helpful for me because I don't have to worry about my yarn like falling off and tripping over it while I'm walking. I just have a basic one, but I found this one on Etsy that you can customize it and you can like put their name or their business name or whatever you want to say on it. And it looks like they engrave it onto the wood. And this is 50% off right now. So right now it is less than $20. And I'll have the links to everything that I talked about in this video linked in the description in the order that I talk about them, so you can find them super easily there. The next idea I found is a really cute tote bag. I know me and most of my crochet friends, we are always carrying our yarn with us, so we always have some kind of yarn bag that we are carrying around. So I think this would be nice. This is just a basic tote bag, but it says it's a good day to crochet and it has a little kitty on there. And so I think that one is really cute. This one is also 50% off right now and it is $9.99 right now. So with all of these, you'll probably want to check the price because it may be a different price when you're watching it than when I filmed the video. The next thing I found is a really cute t-shirt. And this one has little gooses on it. Well, I guess geese. Little geese that are crocheting on it. And I really, really love this one. I feel like most crocheters would like this, but especially if they're an animal lover like me, it's just really cute. And this one is $18.97 right now. And then I found a sweatshirt, and this one is really funny. It says, "It's not hoarding if it's yarn." And I love that because I have so much yarn and my boyfriend's like, "You have way too much yarn. Like, you need to get rid of some." And I'm like, "But it's yarn. I can't get rid of it." So I think that one is really funny. This one is 50% off as well, and it is less than $10 right now. That is all of the like shirts and sweatshirts that I put on here, but honestly, you can find a lot more if you just look up like crochet shirts or whatever. You can find a lot of other ones, so if they aren't into these ones, you could probably find one that they would like. Next, I found something that is really original. I have not seen this before. So this is a custom candle, and on the candle it says, "Smells like she's crocheting again." And I think that's pretty funny, and you are able to pick which scent you want for it. So you can, if you know like what kind of scents the person you're gifting it for likes, then you can make it custom like that. So I think that is a really cute idea where you're not getting them specifically like tools to crochet or yarn. Something that wouldn't normally be related to crochet, but they made it a crochet version of it. I don't know if that makes any sense. But this is $20.70 right now. I did find another one also that I will show you in a little bit. It is further down on my list. Then I found another really unique option, and this is a bracelet that is made out of a crochet hook. This I think is really cool. I have seen how some people make like rings out of old spoons and stuff, and this kind of reminds me of that. So they take like an old crochet hook and they bend it, and I don't know if they're welding it or what, but they somehow bend it into a bracelet. I'm not sure how comfortable it would be, but it definitely looks cool. And they're only $11 right now. And then I have another yarn spinner. This is a different one. The other one is like a hanging one where it is hanging from the top. This one, you just put your yarn on top of it and then it spins. So it's kind of the same thing, it's just a different version of it. And this is a 3D printed one. So this one that I found is a cherry blossom one. I think I saw some other ones. I think it was from the same designer and like some different kinds of flowers. I also saw a heart one as well. And this one is only $20.89 right now. The next two items on my list are actually from someone that I follow on Instagram, and so I see their work quite a bit and I've always wanted to order from them, but I never have yet. So the first thing is stitch markers. I feel like pretty much every crocheter uses stitch markers, at least at some point. I know I use them every time I crochet, and there are lots of different ones you can get. I think like custom ones are really cute where you can get a certain one that maybe they like. I also saw some on Etsy where it was like you would get 5 or 10 pack of random ones. So that could be fun, but you don't know exactly which ones you're going to get. But anyways, these ones are star ones, and I think that these are really cool. And it's a really good price. It's like almost $1 for each one. So for this one, it's only $7.50. Also, if you are crafty, you could also make your own stitch markers. Last year, my cousin made custom stitch markers for me, and I love them. I don't know where they are right now, or I would show you, but they have little chickens on them, and I love them. If you want to make them, you can just order the clasps online and then some beads, and it's pretty simple to attach it. Okay, so the second item from them are Ami sticks. So this is specifically for crocheters that make plushies or amigurumi, and these are pretty much just metal sticks that are kind of like a knitting needle, but the purpose of them is when you are making a plushie and you're sewing multiple pieces together, you can attach the pieces like momentarily with the Ami stick, and then it holds them in place so that you can start sewing them on. So I actually do not have any of these yet. I really want some, but I feel like it's not super necessary for me because I usually do no-sew or low-sew patterns, but eventually I would like some of these. Oh, and these ones are only $7.50 as well. And I forgot to mention, if you are considering purchasing any of these, please use the links in my description. I am an affiliate, so at no extra charge to you, I could make a couple cents on your order. So the next thing I found are crochet earrings. And these are 3D printed, and it is a ball of yarn and a crochet hook. I really like these. I would probably wear these, and they're only $8 on Etsy. So this next one is really funny and a little sad, but I would love to get this. This is a sticker about Joann's, and it says, "I'm still mourning Joann's." And I love this because Joann's was like my favorite place ever, and now that all of them are closed, I'm actually sad. Like every time we drive past Joann's, I'm like, no, I can't go to Joann's. It's like so sad. But I love this sticker. I think this is amazing. Okay, so now I found the other candle I was talking about, and this one is even more customizable than the last one. This one says, "Smells like Brittany's crocheting again," but you can customize the name on there, so you could put whoever's name you want on there. So I think that's really cool to have like your own candle with your name on it, and it's talking about crocheting. And I believe you can also choose the scent on this one as well. So I think that would be a really cool gift, and it's only $11.59 right now. So the next thing I was thinking about is gifting a crochet hook. Now the only thing about this is you might want to know like which size hooks they like the most or they use the most, and what kind of hooks. Some crocheters are kind of picky about they only want like this brand or this shape of hook, and I'm kind of like I don't really mind too much. Like I use lots of different kinds of hooks and shapes and materials, so I guess it kind of depends on the person, but I found this one that is really cool. The hook is metal and then the handle is wooden, and on the handle you can customize it and get whatever you want written on it. So like in the example on the picture, one says Mom's Crochet, the other one says Happy Birthday, and then a date on the other one. So you could definitely put their name on there, or if they have a crochet business, you could put that on there, or whatever you want, really. So I think that this would be a very unique item. And honestly, like, if someone gifted me this, and even if I didn't really like using the hook that much, I would still keep the hook because it's a really cool gift. And it's only $12.40 right now. And then I found one more type of crochet hook, and this one is really unique. It is made with resin, but I believe there is like a regular metal hook in there on the inside, and then resin handle around it. And so it's clear resin, and then they have all these different dried flowers that they put inside, and then you can get the custom name on there as well. So I think this is a really, really unique one. I would definitely love to get one of these, and it's only $14 right now. This next item is something that a friend actually gifted to me, and I loved this gift, so I thought I would put it on here. So this is a hand massager. For people who crochet a lot, they're like, if you crochet a lot, you know your hands can get like cramped up and kind of just get sore and tired from crocheting so much. And I've definitely had like cramps in my hands, and this is really nice. It is a massager, but it also does heat, and I think it does vibration also, but I usually just use the heat and the massage. And it is really, really nice for my hands. Like, after I've crocheted all day long, then at the end of the day, I will just sit down and use this, and it's very relaxing. And it also comes with this little roller thing that it's like a kind of like this, and you push it over your fingers and it like massages them. So I kind of do it like on each finger, like going both ways, and it feels really good to do it on your thumb right here. That's where I get cramps a lot, is in my thumb. And so with that, it's very helpful. And it's only $31.99 right now. So that is not too expensive, and it seems like a really nice gift. So this next item is something that I use, and I bought it a few years ago, and I have used it quite a bit. So I thought I would add it in here. So if you know someone that crochets a lot at nighttime, or in a dark room or something like that, then this is very helpful. It goes around your neck, and it has a light on both ends of it, and you can bend it and it'll stay like where you want it. So you can kind of angle it, like if you want to angle down more, you can bend it down. And so I think it's also like made for reading in the dark and stuff, but I've used it definitely crocheting in the car at nighttime. So if we're ever on a road trip where I know we're going to be in the car when it's dark out, then I will bring this, and that way I can get some crocheting done even though it's dark and I don't really want to just like turn the inside car lights on. I can just use this. They also make crochet hooks that light up, and I thought that that would be great for being in the car and doing it, but it was really not. This works so much better because you can actually see like all your work that you're working on, where when I had just the crochet hook, it was like just the end of the crochet hook lit up, and it was really weird because you couldn't see the stitches that well. Like, you could see the one stitch you're trying to work on. And the other thing is, when I'm crocheting, I'm like moving my wrist around. Well, it's like shining out of the tip of it. And so it was like flashing lights like in my boyfriend's face when he was driving. So that one was not cool. I definitely recommend this type of item over the crochet hooks that light up. And these are only $19.99 right now. Another gift that I think would be great is a yarn winder. I do not have an electrical one, but I found this one on Amazon that is an electric one, and it is $40 right now. But if you don't want to spend that much, you can always get the one that is not electric, and those ones are cheaper. I think they're closer to like $20, and that's the kind I have. And so pretty much this is like if your yarn gets all tangled and you want to turn it back into a ball, or some people just like to do all their yarn like that, like most of mine up here. Once I use some out of a skein, then I will wind it up, and it just looks much nicer like that to me. So this is how I wind those up. You just take the yarn, put it on there, and you have like a little handle, and you just crank the handle and it winds it up pretty quickly. But this electric one, you don't have to crank it at all. You just turn it on and it starts winding on its own. And then lastly, if you still aren't sure which item to get, I have an idea that would pretty much work for anyone, and this would just be a gift card to their favorite yarn store or to Michael's. I would say Michael's, they carry quite a bit of yarn, not nearly as much as Joann did. I think now that would be the craft store that has the most yarn, but also if you know, like they have a store that they order from online, you could get them a gift card from there. Even an Amazon gift card would work because there is a lot of yarn that you can buy on Amazon. But those are pretty much all of my ideas for gifts for crocheters. Hopefully you found this video useful, whether you are trying to buy a gift for a crocheter or you are a crocheter trying to figure out what you want to ask for Christmas. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and make sure you are subscribed if you want to see my upcoming videos. I'm going to have one about everything I made in November, and I am having my Christmas market in just a couple days. This is my biggest event of the year usually, so I will definitely have a Christmas vlog coming out soon. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.